Hey guys, what's up? It's the Knife Enthusiast here, coming at you with another review video in my Balisong collection review series. So today's video is going to be on the Spyderco Spyderfly. This one is the VG10 version. So to start off the video, this Spyderfly was discontinued about, I don't even know, 2004, 2006 range. It was a very good, affordable, kind of mid-range Balisong. I think it was, you know, I don't think it was $200. I think it was $150, something like that, in production. Nowadays, you can find them for anywhere from $300 to $500, I believe. They are relatively rare. They pop up on the market every once in a while, but not as much as other knives. So it is a little bit harder to find, but in my opinion, it's a great flipper. Now, a lot of people think this knife is kind of bad for flipping just from the shape of the handles and just the way it feels, but I honestly, it was kind of the knife that I started flipping with. I used this one in the Kimura, but I flipped this one more just because I thought it looked cooler and it was fun to flip. So to me personally, I love it as a flipper. I think it's great. So let's get you guys some close-up shots here. So first off, here's the nice looking blade profile. It is a spear point or leaf kind of shaped blade. You can call it either way you want to. I just recently polished the blade so it looks shiny and new for the video. So there's the Spyderco logo. Nice blade there. It actually, when I bought this one, the tip was broken off, so I had to sharpen a new tip on there, which took a little bit of work, but I think I did okay on it. So there is the blade, dual tang pins by the way. The spine. Now you can sharpen this edge if you want to, but I would not recommend it because most state laws do not let you carry double-sided knives, so I would not recommend that, but it is possible if you really wanted to do that. And it's got a very nice spine, a little sharp on the edges, but that's okay. VG10, like I said. And moving on down, we have tang pins and pins and screws, I guess. But you might be wondering why I flipped them. For some reason, I don't know exactly why, but when I bought this one, it had the flip screws like that, and I asked the guy I bought it from why, and he said that they kept backing out when they were on both sides, and this way keeps it from backing out, I guess. So I just left it the way it was. I don't have a problem with it, and works out great for the most part, so I like it. Has this very nice matte finish on the stainless steel handles, I believe. It is channel construction, as you can see there, so it's very nice for that. What else do we have out here? The whole pattern down here is great for latch manipulation, latch drops. So you just stick your two fingers in there and do some latch drops. Latch isn't very good for latch drops because it's just kind of small and thin. It is a spring latch, so you can just squeeze the handles, pops right out. So that's very nice that it actually has a spring latch on there. Reversible pocket clip comes on all four sides. Now this one did not come with a pocket clip. And that's okay because the only kind of pocket clips that I use on Balisongs are the ones that are on smaller Balisongs like the Small Fly or the 31 or the 32. So I don't have a problem with that, and this is more of a flipper for me, so that's not a big deal. Horns, not a big fan of horns, but I like the way they look on some Balisongs. So I don't know what the purpose of horns are really, besides, you know, decoration, but they do look kind of nice. I love the, I actually like the Spyderco logos. It looks very nice and etched in there on both sides. So it has the dual tang pins, keeps the handles nice and spread apart. You cannot latch it in the closed position, only the open position, so that's something to keep in mind. So flipping aspects, I actually love the feel of this Balisong. I love how it's very skinny in the top, but it has these very thick, weighted kind of backs back here for momentum. So they kind of act as stainless, kind of the block spacers, if you would, of the back. So when you do rollovers and other type of moves, these add a lot of extra weight to your moves, which are very, very helpful, and I find them great for that. Overall, it's a little skinny, to be honest, up near the top of the handles, about this section. As you can see, it starts to get a little thicker in the middle, and then thinner again, and then it just gets this nice wide bottom here, has a lot of weight. It's a little thin up here if you want to do some fanning or kind of twirls. It's a little thin and awkward for twirls, but for rollovers, it is great. Love it in that aspect. I learned most of my moves on, not most of my moves, but most of my more intermediate moves on this Balisong. Most of my beginner ones were on my Baronstone Silver vein, so this one is great. Still got a razor sharp edge. Love that. Spine, downside is it's a little sharp on the edges. Not too bad, but it is still a little sharp. And then this is pretty fine and also kind of sharp edges. Not too bad though, so that's okay. But for flipping, it actually is a pretty good knife. I like the way it feels in the hand, but it is certainly not a 10 out of 10 flipper. I'd probably rate it as a 7 or an 8, probably about a 7.5 out of 10 on my flipping scale. It is still a great flipper in my opinion, but there are some aspects that do make it kind of awkward. Mainly this handle shape and just the way it is designed. It's a little funky up here where it's thin and thick down at the bottom of the handles, which is very nice, like I said, for weight, but a little too thin or not thick enough up here for a kind of twist and stuff, which would be the only complaint. I don't know why, but I personally love channel construction handles better. I think it looks better and it feels better in the hand. So that's just personal preference. I love how they did this channel construction. And the spring latch, I actually really love the spring latch because it stays even more out of the way than just straight. It kind of comes back a little bit. Now you can't lock it in the closed position, but to be completely honest, I never really latch my Balisongs because I just put them back in my Husky drawer cabinet thing, which I will probably do a review on in the future. And I just unlatch them, I just keep them open in there. So that way when I get to go to flip them, I can just take them out and they're ready to flip. So don't have a problem with latching it closed. Open, or latching it open. When I close it, it's very nice because the back of the handles here, when you go to squeeze it, it's very helpful for just easily opening that latch, which is very nice. Love the blade profile, just very nice. Overall, a great flipper in my opinion, but it does certainly have its drawbacks. And I don't know if I would say it would be a competition flipper, but it is certainly a really good flipper and a great piece to add to your collection. Looks really nice, and out of all the Spyderflies, or the Spyderco Balisong series, I think the Spyderfly is the best. And I will review the Zabo Fly and the SS Small Fly soon. I already have my review on the G10 Small Fly up on my channel if you want to go check that one out. But yeah, so this knife, like I said, rates at about a 7.5 out of 10 on the flipping scale. EDC, I can't really rate it because I just don't know how I would use this as an EDC, but I could see kind of where it could be an okay EDC. So that's the end of my video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you want any more information on the knife or anything like that, just leave a comment below and I will reply to your comment. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked the video. This has been The Knife Enthusiast. Subscribe, like this video, and I will see you next time.